The new President General of Eruemukohwarien community in Ughelli North local government area of Delta State, Mr. Ochuko Uloho has decried the neglect of Eruemukohwarien by successive governments over the years, saying the community has no commensurate physical developments to show for its huge contributions to the nation's economy, being the second place oil well was drilled after a library in Bayelsa State, 1958.
Second wellhead that was found in this country, 1958, the second wellhead, after that of Uloho, was right here.
Wow.
But as a result of the negligence, right from the military era up to date, a lot of things have gone wrong. We've not really achieved what we are supposed to achieve as among, because we are among the hen that are laying the golden eggs. If you take a look around the community, you will not see the presence of government. The presence of the state, or let me start from the local government to the state and up to the federal. So we hope to go all out to seek the support of the government. Most of the projects you see around are developmental projects from the multinationals around, and not well effective as it ought to be. We know learning is a gradual process, but we'll get there one day.
Uloho made the position known during an interactive chat with STV channel shortly after a Thanksgiving service on Sunday 29 September 2024 to mark his inauguration as President General the previous day, saying a lot needs to be done to bring Eruemukohwarien to the level it ought to be as a high-profile oil and gas host community. While declaring that he was hitting the ground running, the community leader disclosed that his topmost priorities were to draw the attention of governments at all levels to the deplorable state of the community, just as he noted that the mega projects coming from the multinational companies operating in the community were nothing to write home about.
For instance, the road we had today, most of the street roads we have today, was being it's a project attached during the days of SPDC.
Okay.
So the project Saipen came to do.
Yes.
And they are fast running out. They are fast running out. They need resurfacing. During the days of NEPA, from NEPA to power BHCN, to power holding, up to transport today, we are having stable light. But after the privatization, it becomes an issue. Not only the privatization issue, but most of the wires are already out of use. They've expired. We need to look at this. My major attention for now is to make sure to liaise with the two OMM, because after the exit of Shell, we now have OMM.
Yes.
And we are fortunate to be among two OMM.
Yes.
We are host community to Meteti, and this community is the community that is host to the only land terminal in this country, the tank farm, which belongs to Meteti, while we are still members of the Meteti Forum. So we intend to work with these partners.
Yes. He reiterated his preparedness to galvanize all segments of the community towards active participation in the developmental processes, emphasizing that the work at hand requires all hands to be on deck and not just the responsibility of the Central Executive Council headed by him alone. The President General said he would concentrate much effort in securing a more stable electricity for his people, stressing that an improved power situation remains key to the attainment of a robust economy capable of bringing about meaningful development in the community.
The ultimate priority for now, like I always say, is power, which is a general problem to this country. Because Because with power we can generate. You see artisans having their own means of livelihood, not relying on the multinational only or the government only. For instance, you have welders that are people that are welders, electricians, shoemakers, which is the cup and the rest. They need power. Those that produce pure water, they need power. So my first and foremost priority is to shift to the industrial line that goes to the share yard in bracket, which is the 33 kVA. And what we have presently here is this 11 kVA transformer.
Yes.
That has been depreciated for long. So my major priority now is to make sure we change over, because if I take you around, you see that the community have a self-project. We have our own high tension, not that of the government or that we inherited from NEPA, so that we can hook up to the industrial line to facilitate development. Because if we have a steady light here, I think the community will be open up to rapid development. You see people coming in. It goes around the economy. When you are talk of power, if the power is stable, you see tenants. There will be no vacancy, and there will be demand for more buildings. People would want to associate, and that boosts the economy of the community. That is just one of my major priorities for me.
He appealed to the people of Eruemukohwarien to reason with him in his bid to channel more resources into the area of electricity than the housing complex project that successive leaderships have been focusing on, stressing that electricity would bring more direct impact to the generality of the people.
In my call challenge is to stop the community estate project, so that we see how the community can acquire these 33 kVA transformers to replace the existing 5 or 6 transformers we have, that will have stable light. Because the benefit coming from the estate doesn't go around the entire citizens of the community or indigent. Let me not say citizens, so that I shouldn't look as if I'm bragging about it. It doesn't go around, the dividends doesn't go around all the indigents. But with the stable light, even the unborn child feels it. Because
he promised to liaise with all arms of government, including the multinationals, in his bid to draw the much-needed development to Eruemukohwarien community, calling on his people to stand firmly behind him and his executives to be able to implement the lofty ideas he has in stock for them.
To my people is to be free, open-minded, feel free to come forward and lay their complaints, present their observation, their dreams and aspirations for the community, so that we look to it. Because leadership is not a business of one man. It's a collective something. You go, you reason with your people, you share ideas with your people. Just like a governor contesting, he would never one day tell you, I'm going to seek for a special advisor. But after being sworn in, you see him picking special advisor on the special. I think that is the kind of government I would love to work. So my people should feel free to come up with their ideas and vision for the community.
Mr. Ochuko thanked the people of Eruemukohwarien for giving him the opportunity to serve them at the highest level of leadership in the community, with his solemn assurances to justify the confidence reposed in him. The newly inaugurated Central Executive Council of Eruemukohwarien Community has Mr. Ochuko Uloho Obukoho as President General, Mr. Akpakoro Loki, Vice President, Mr. Ekpebabo Jude, Secretary, Mr. Ogenerona Julius, Public Relations Officer, Mr. Anigoro Godwin, Assistant Secretary General, and Mr. Otakori Patrick, Treasurer. Other members of the cabinet are Mr. Ubrikogo Macaulay, Mr. Umukoro Ogenekewe, Mr. Omajemite Emmanuel, Chief Owefo Vito, Mr. Otaga Oseve,